Good morning, and welcome to this morning's intention. If you could find a place to sit or lie down for the next 30 minutes without being disturbed, your eyes closed, that would be really great. We're going to create some reality here together. So go ahead and close your eyes, and we'll start with a few slow, deep breaths. Take the breath of life in. And when you exhale, I want you to just let everything go. All your cares and worries dissolve and just float away. Give yourself permission for this time to let everything go. Then take the next breath in, fill your belly up full. And this time when you exhale, I'd like you to feel like you're sinking into the safe arms of Pachamama, Mother Earth, always supporting us. And for the next breath, if you could focus breathing light directly into your heart, receiving it, and exhaling light directly from your heart, sharing it. Good. And now we're going to focus on the body. Make sure it's good and relaxed for this inwards journey. If you could bring your awareness down to your feet right now and simply ask them to relax at this time. Feel your energy leaving through your feet into the earth, into the ground, curling up with the roots of the forest, and then circling back to complete the circuit back into your feet. Allow the earth to cleanse and replenish your energy. Feel grounded. Then we focus on the ankles, the shins, the calves, and knees. Any inflammation there settles down, cools, calms. Experience healing as we go up through the body and relax it. Then the upper legs, buttocks, pelvic area, hips. Feel everything loosen. Then your inner organs, rib cage, breast, chest, full back and spine. Feel everything soften. Your shoulders are down in the most comfortable position, arms, forearms, hands, and fingers hanging loosely. Your neck is supple, bearing no weight. And then we come up to the skin of our scalp and we check up there because sometimes tension hidey holes there. I want you to just release anything that's there, almost as if your ears could wiggle. And then we focus on the jaw and we allow it to unhinge. Open up and receive the breath of life. And then we feel all our facial muscles melt into perfect relaxation. And we check and see if we can't get our eyelids to soften a few extra degrees. And then we move inwards. We ask our right brain to relax and our left brain to relax. Now let's thank our minds for all the hard work they do on our behalf all the time. We're going to invite our minds to have a seat on the couch right now and just chillax for a bit while we let the heart steer the bus for this session. We want our minds to stick around and be part of the council, just take more of a back seat for now. Now let's deal with our thoughts. We all have so many thoughts. Let's use the element of water today to deal with our thoughts. It's a great element for this purpose because it naturally retains memory. So envision yourself standing in the middle of a very gentle river. A very hot summer's day, you're enjoying the cool, wet feel of the water splashing up against your ankles and shins. Your feet are firmly entrenched in the banks underneath. You're feeling the gentle pull of the river. Now I want you to picture all of your thoughts popping out of your head and scapulated by water droplets, almost like picture a wet dog shaking his coat. You gently shake your head and all these thoughts pop out in the form of water droplets. Gravity takes them gently down to the surface of the river, and the flow of the river takes them downstream on their way. So I don't want you to get engaged with the thoughts. We want to witness them or observe them, but then just let them go on their journey. And if you get caught up and taken away on a wild ride, just as soon as you realize it, gently, gently bring yourself back to the present moment and what you're doing. This is all it is, just the practice of bringing yourself back to this point of consciousness. Now, if you are witnessing or observing your thoughts, therefore that means you are not your thoughts. You are something much more deeply profound than this. We're going to explore that a little bit here, but first, let's take the journey from our head space to our chest cavity where the heart is. Let's use a beautiful wooden spiral staircase to get there. I'd like you to feel this journey viscerally, so feel the smooth grain of the wood underneath your fingertips as you trail your hand down the railing. Hear the soft padding of your bare feet as they touch down on each step. And feel the buoyancy as you glide down the staircase. When you arrive on the platform, I want you to notice if there's anything in front of your heart. Perhaps a gate with a lock on it, or a wall has been built. And this is normal and natural. We all develop protective barriers for ourselves. What I want you to realize today is that this is your heart. You have a full access VIP backstage pass to it at all times. It's your concert. So go ahead and envision those locks disintegrating, the gates creaking open. Perhaps a bridge appears over the moat that may have been built, if you're like me. And as you approach the door to your heart, it cracks open a bit, and brilliant beams of yellow golden light are spilling out everywhere. It's so beautiful. See yourself opening the door and entering into your heart space to be completely bathed in this warm and loving light. You feel so safe and secure and so happy. This is the most amazing place you've ever been or could imagine inside your heart space. And this light is closest to the truest essence of what you truly are as well. Everything in the universe is made of energy, as are we. It's the common denominator. So we're going to have a bit of a shift in perception now and experience our energy body or our light bodies. I'd like you to look down at your hands inside your heart space and see that all the cells of your body have transformed into brilliant points of light. So you're kind of floating there, existing like a light cloud. It's very blissful. And everybody has a very unique shade of color and texture to them. I'd like you to experience this too. What color are you? And then you look up and see a colossal but indescribably beautiful ribbon of light above you as well. This is the flow of the cosmos, the consciousness of one. I call this place the Nexus. It goes by many names in many cultures. Really doesn't matter what you call it. At the end of the day, what it really is total connection. And that's what we want. So I'd like you to allow yourself to float up and merge with this flow. You don't have to be afraid. You can come out of it at any time. You don't have to sacrifice anything to experience this. And there's no need to change your beliefs. All truths are inclusive here. One of the things you might experience when you join into this light flow is a sensation of coming home, of belonging. And at some point, on every level, you will experience that you are everything and everyone else in the universe, and they are also you. We are all one being, one consciousness, one light, all the same pie. Slightly different flavors we're bringing to the same pie. Now, this nexus is a place of incredible power you have at your fingertips, the knowledge and wisdom of the entire universe at your command. This is where our intuition stems from. This is a place of spontaneous healings, of miracles, an incredible capacity to create. And that's what we're going to take advantage of today. We're going to intend a reality of our choosing and then anchor it in the present moment at the end of the intention. Because we can. So I'd like you to go ahead right now and envision the life that you've always secretly dreamed of having in all its glorious detail. I'm going to guide along in generalities because at our core, we all want the same things. But I'd like you to fill in the blanks and color the page the way you see fit. Let's start by talking about health. We all want good health. Envision yourself right now completely whole, vibrant, healthy, moving your physical body with ease and grace. Your emotional body is balanced, your mental body is full of clarity, and your energetic body is filled and complete. And we can trust our bodies. They're amazing systems that self-heal, self-repair, guard us against anything we need shielding from. And in this reality, we take care of our bodies. Anytime we need guidance or teaching on how to do so, that is amply available to us. I'd like you to experience this vitality right now. I'm feeling very light, as if energetic bubbles are coursing through my entire being right now, my DNA, my cells, right down to the atomic level. Everything realigning into its natural, perfect, healthy state of balance. It's very exhilarating. And now that you're experiencing this vitality, I'd like you to include your friends and family in this as well. Witness their expressions of relief and wonderment across their faces. And then include your community and then the entire planet. What a beautiful gift to give and receive total vibrant health. This is within our power to do so. It's just a matter of sending our intention out, our frequency. Now let's talk about abundance. There is plenty on this world for all of us, and that is the truth. So go ahead right now. Let's lift humanity up out of survival mode and into creation mode. It is time. Everybody has access to fresh, clean drinking water. Everybody has ample, natural, healthy food. Everybody has warmth, cooling if they need it, shelter. And of course, there's leftovers for comforts. We could travel around maybe once in a while. Most importantly, that we have the resources to follow our passions and our dreams in life. Each of us were seated with a unique gift that only we can develop and share back with the world. This is our purpose. When we're on the path of our purpose, we feel fulfillment. Not just because we're doing what we love. Deep down, we also each have an innate need and desire to contribute. And so we're being fulfilled on many levels when we follow our path. I'd like you to experience this right now. What are you doing when you're following your bliss? And if you don't know what your purpose is right now, that's okay. Don't worry. We're going to evoke some of the feelings associated with it and allow that to beckon into our conscious awareness, that information. So let's go ahead and generate feelings of wholeness or completeness that we felt in our lives. Or perhaps that all over good feeling from selflessly helping another at some point. Or you can go to a memory where you were doing something you were so enamored with, so fascinated by, that you completely lost track of all time. That's kind of what you're looking for. And now see yourself going to bed at the end of the day of being on your path, feeling completely fulfilled, sleeping soundly through the night, waking up in the morning excited to jump out of bed and do it all again. Now, we just did this for the entire world. So what does that look like now? I see all the amazing intellects and imaginations pooling together to problem solve. And all of a sudden, we're living on a planet free of pollution, living in harmony and balance with the Earth's ecosystems. How fantastic is that? And look at us exploring our limitless potential together, expanding our consciousness, inventing, building, learning, teaching, sharing, caring, progressing into the future in a most balanced and conscious way. What an exciting time to be alive. And see this as already happened. It is already done. So say we all. And we're doing this together. We're meant to be together. We are here to walk each other home, through the meadows and over the bumps. But today, let's focus on celebrating this existence together in song, in music, in dancing, in laughter, in playing. My chest is just expanding with joy right now, envisioning this, living it, feeling all the relationships healing, love being transmitted and received freely. I'm walking down the street in my reality, marveling at all the smiles I'm seeing on strangers' faces as I pass by, watching the lights behind their eyes. It's so beautiful. And let's intend one more thing while we're all together here. Let's intend that we're all awakening to this consciousness of one. At least that everybody is feeling connected. Something incredible happens when we remember who and what we truly are. This high vibrational resonance frequency energy, this light, this love. All of a sudden, the heavier, lower energies just stop making sense. The greed, the harming of others, the righteousness, the judgment, this all falls away. We naturally tend to adopt the same foundation principles: honesty, integrity, authenticity, caring, sharing. Everybody's on the same page. What a relief. Even the systems that govern us in this reality are designed in place to uplift us in our lives, to protect our freedoms, and to help us flow along on our journeys together. I'm sensing all the tension, worry, and fear lift collectively up off of our shoulders and transform in the atmosphere above us into the frequencies that are more in alignment with who we truly are. All of a sudden, trust is just blossoming in my heart again. I'm overflowing with compassion. I'm sensing all the connections clearing, cleansing, opening up, communication flowing. What a beautiful atmosphere to exist in. It's so easy just to be. It's so easy just to be. And now, wherever you are in your beautiful reality, whether you're out cooling off and frolicking in the waters of a cool lake or ocean on a hot summer's day, or if you're out for a picnic with your family, marveling at their glowing faces, watching your children and grandchildren thrive, or if you're whacking a ball around a court with your buddies, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, just stop for a moment and look at all the beauty around you. All the natural beauty, all the man-made beauty, and drink it in. Feel this unconditional love energy that surrounds and supports us at all times, and receive it. You are so worthy of this amazing reality you've just created. And now I'd like to connect with some gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you for every step, every breath of this incredible life. Thank you, vulnerability. Thank you to all the lessons I've learned. Thank you to this vessel, this body that allows me to perceive all this beauty. Thank you to my emotions guiding me through this lifetime. And most of all, thank you for our connections to each other, to the earth, to our hearts, and back to the source, the fountain that constantly replenishes us with light and healing and energy and love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now we're going to take your beautiful creation of reality and then build it up as an energy ball in your center right now in the heart space, the solar plexus, the dantian area. Build it up as a big energy ball. Make it crackle with life. And then soak it with those elevated emotions you just felt. The fulfillment, the joy, the peace, and the gratitude. And we're going to take a large breath in. We're going to build up that energy. And then when we exhale, we're going to release and share it with the world. Here we go. Build it up, and share it. Feel those concentric rings of energy encircling the entire planet, meeting up with all the other like energies, feeding off one another, creating a sum greater than its parts, glowing with light. And exhale, completely give it all away. Our hearts are vast. And then breathe in the breath of life, replenish yourself with love and light and healing energy. Good job. And now we're going to wiggle our fingers and toes. We're going to come back into our bodies proper. Maybe shift your limbs around a little bit too. And when you feel ready to open your eyes and come back into the room or your space, open the eyes. and see how you're feeling. Know that you can come back to this state of being at any point of your choosing with a single conscious breath of intention. This is why we do the practice, so that we can call it up on a moment's demand. And eventually, we won't even have to put any effort into it anymore, because we've trained ourselves to become natural, walking, talking transmitters of this high frequency energy that's more in tune with who we truly are, creating the reality of our choosing all around us, because we can. We are this powerful. And so much more so when we put our intentions together exponentially by magnitudes. So thank you for joining me in these intentions. Whether it's live or recorded, it all works. It's all good. Give the single conscious breath of intention a try a couple times today. When you get a few seconds here and there. And maybe just before you go into dreamland tonight, and see what that does for you. And we'll see you tomorrow again for the next intention. Have a great day.